Meatball liked his life simple. He enjoyed greasy pizza, late-night comics, and his pet iguana, Sparky. Then Chipper waltzed into his life. Chipper was the new girl in town with bright eyes and a smile that could melt glaciers. She also had a peculiar habit. People around her seemed to transform into potato chips. At first, Meatball dismissed it as an overactive imagination. Maybe it was the pepperoni pizza talking, but the incidents became too frequent, too weird to ignore. One minute, a grumpy bus driver yelled at a kid for dropping his ice cream. The next minute, bam! The driver was a pile of barbecue-flavored chips still clutching the fare box. Meatball rubbed his eyes, then checked his breath. Nope, not the pizza. Something strange was happening, and it was centered around Chipper. He decided to observe her, discreetly of course. Little did he know he was about to enter a world of potato chip chaos and superhero adventures. It's happening again. Life with Chipper was anything but dull. She had a knack for attracting bizarre situations. Once they were at the library, surrounded by whispering students and the smell of old books. Suddenly a loud sneeze echoed through the room. A librarian with a towering beehive hairdo glared at the culprit, a scrawny kid with a runny nose. Before Meatball could say, "Bless you," the librarian transformed. She became a pile of ruffled potato chips shaped like her infamous beehive. Books tumbled from her now chip-like hands. Chipper, surprisingly calm, helped Meatball pick up the scattered books, a mischievous glint in her eyes. Another time, they were at a crowded carnival. A burly man was trying to rig the ring toss game. Just as he thought he'd gotten away with it, poof! He was a pile of plain, unsalted chips, looking utterly defeated. Meatball noticed a pattern. It seemed Chipper's chipifying powers were triggered by strong emotions, especially injustice. He just wished she had a little more control. Meatball knew he couldn't ignore the potato chip elephant in the room any longer. One starlit night, while they were sharing a giant pizza, extra cheese of course, he decided to confront Chipper. He took a deep breath and blurted out, "Okay, spill the chips. What's the deal with you turning people into potato snacks?" Chipper looked at him, her eyes wide. A single tear rolled down her cheek, landing with a tiny plop on a pepperoni slice. "You knew," she whispered, her voice barely audible. Meatball felt a pang of guilt. He realized that beneath the quirky exterior, Chipper was carrying a heavy burden. She told him everything. The mysterious childhood incident, the strange tingling sensation in her hands, the first accidental transformation. It was a bully who was picking on a stray dog. The realization that she was different, special, and maybe a little bit terrifying. Meatball listened patiently, his heart aching for her. "So, what now?" Meatball asked, breaking the silence. Chipper looked up, her eyes filled with a mix of fear and hope. "I don't know," she admitted, "but I can't hide forever. I need to learn to control this. Gift, curse, whatever it is." And so began their journey. Meatball, with his love for comics and all things fantastical, embraced Chipper's powers with open arms and a healthy dose of caution. He became her confidant, her sidekick, her rock. He helped her train, devising ingenious methods to control her transformations. They even started a secret journal, documenting her progress and brainstorming ways to use her powers for good. The journey was far from easy. There were mishaps, close calls, and a few too many encounters with crunchy ex-bullies. But through it all, their bond grew stronger, their love seasoned with laughter and a shared taste for adventure. To be continued. Want to know what happens next? Follow Meatball and Chipper's adventures in the next thrilling installment.